Hey, Brenda. How are you doing? I am like going nuts here. Hey, Linda. I think I will. Let's see. Hello, elderberry hoarder. I think I am well on my way to being obsessed with elderberries also. Well, I am obsessed with them. Let me just say. Um, I went out today again and picked more today because I didn't feel like I had enough because it was just under 6 cups of juice. And I'm telling you, I absolutely love this steam juicer thingy. I mean, it really works fantastic. I mean, fantastic. Can't remember who I saw it. I want to say it was about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. Someone bought, if I'm correct, my brain might be wrong, but I believe I saw it on a live, not a live stream, a video of Wanda's that somebody had bought it and sent it to her. And I fell in love with it and went out and bought one, and I love it. Hello, Christie. Hello, Shelley. So tonight, I want y'all to see that's pretty much full all the way up to here. And this might let it snow. I was praying for snow today. But that's my elderberries that I picked today. Let's see here. Hello, Barb from Ben's Over Acres. How are you tonight? Have you ever used one? Yes, Wanda has one. I've never used one. Yes, Wanda has one. Yes, I'm telling you, fantastic. I've used it before. I've used it a lot of times before. But how do I say this? I think, I've been doing a lot of dehydrating the elderberries and that kind of stuff. I think if I found a good way to, I'm afraid to can the juice because I don't want to lose any properties that it may have. So, whoops, I'm trying to get more light in here, but I don't want to see that white band up there. So I don't know if that, I may end up having to because that's getting hot again. Shelley, I don't know how much it is. Like I said, I bought it 3 or 4 years ago, and it was well worth the investment. I don't even want to. I got it through Amazon. I'll say that much. Hey, Carol. Yes, I got a new subscriber today. I can't remember what country they're from you, that was sent over from you. And a rooted elderberry cutting. I'll try. No, snow is bad. 4-letter word. Oh, well, Brenda, it may be bad for you, but it ain't for me. Yes, it's hot and dry here too. Brenda don't need no snow. She had plenty of it this year. Lots of mud there. Need to build an ark. Yikes. Saw that with even North Florida. Hey, Miss Teresa. Really, that must have been the last person in. I could not pronounce their name, but I do have a Christian guy from Africa that follows me. This person had an Indian name, maybe. I don't know. It don't matter where they're from. I'm welcoming everybody. As long as they put English on here that I can read. Of course, I can't read that great, so. Sorry, trying to get a couple of bites of watermelon in me. Y'all, I'm putting out a video today. I'm still editing it. And y'all ain't gonna believe. Hello, Susan. I almost fell out of my chair. This chair, I love David so much, but this chair is not my friend. I'm gonna fall on my butt and hurt myself. I cannot lean back in it because I will end up in the floor. I can't read without my Dollar Tree reading glasses. What was I gonna tell you? I was telling you something. Brain went. I saw Susan come in and I just lost my train of thought. Super nice to have you. And I'll tell you why I lost my train of thought, Susan. David did not know that your name had changed. And he's like, what happened to Susan? I never see her anymore. I said, honey, she's on there. She's got a different name. Urban Bucket. And yes, everything is blowing over here because I've got the fan on behind me so I don't sweat to death. And my nose is going to itch because it always does. I cut up my first Kajari melon today. Oh, I so wish I could get those growing. It was actually delicious and similar to a cantaloupe in taste. I'm afraid I'm going to sneeze. I was watching a small live today and the guy dropped the bomb after sitting on his bubble wrap and almost fall off his chair. I hope I don't. You know, I used to swear like a sailor, but I'm doing my best not to anymore. Oh, I love you, Teresa. Y'all, we need to really pray hard for Teresa. She needs all the love she can get right now. I have heard those are hit and miss, so glad you got a good one, Shelley. It's a blessing to have a friend like that, Teresa. Aw, thank you, Christie. Do you mind if I share something with them that I shared with you? And I was afraid I was going to offend somebody by sharing what I did, but we love each other and she wasn't offended. I know I almost made you fall out of your chair. I love you too, David. Thanks for keeping an eye out for me. He does. He's so funny. He's so funny. He's out there. Yes, Teresa needs a vacation, but I will tell you something as soon as I hear from her. Let's see. I picked up first sign of the color. Let it sit a day. Cool. First, for Teresa, shall we mail you some paddles to make people behave? I put my older sister on speakerphone today to talk to my 75-year-old sister today. According to Cindy, we are both pregnant. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't mind at all, Kathy. My prayers are with you, my sweet Teresa. Put Cindy on and can't type. Yeah. Yes, I do, Brenda. Well, let me just say this, okay? I'll read this one last thing from Carol, and then I'll explain what happened today. I am south of Kathy. Want to try, but I am concerned they won't work. Cindy said it's okay with me. Have the room for babies. Aw. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. Y'all know, first and foremost, I'm a Christian no matter what, whether you're not or whether you are, I'm always going to share the Lord with everybody. And how the Lord affects me and how the Lord affects my life and my lifestyle. Y'all know I am blessed beyond measure all the time. All the time, financially, the Lord comes through for me, which I cannot even, y'all don't have any clue of how paper thin my budget is and how nothing goes through. So I have to put my faith in the Lord financially. I have to put my faith in the Lord spiritually, in my tongue, because let me tell you, I came from some sailors. I mean, some knockdown, drag out, sailing, cussing, swearing, drinking people. We didn't come from addicts. Unfortunately, back in those days, it was alcoholism. So I've learned through the years that I have to put my faith in the Lord for every little thing. And I know that Teresa is a Christian, and I prayed about it before I said it to her, but I asked her on Marco if I could share something with her, and this is what I shared with her. And it put her into tears. And I didn't want to do that, but, God makes us say things sometimes for a reason. When we're stressed and life is taking us for a toll, I find that in my life, I'm lacking somewhere with the Lord. I've either not been in church, which, y'all know, I've had some issues lately with my hand and my foot. And last Sunday morning, I was sick as a dog. I didn't make it to church. And the Lord is always there to help me through, but sometimes I don't feel very close to him, and I don't feel very at peace. My stress level gets really super high and I want to kill somebody. And I'm just being frankly honest with you. So I expressed to her, Teresa, when I'm feeling like how you're telling me you feel, it's because I'm not in the Word, and I'm not my when I wake up in the morning, I'm not reading my Bible. I'm not talking to the Lord and telling him how wonderful he is, or that kind of stuff. Now I'm going a little bit more in detail with you guys because we were going back and forth. But she got what the Lord needed her to hear at that time. And I'm just telling you guys, when I am not right with God, something can be said to me and I will literally go off like a rocket. And this morning, I've had insomnia. This is why I was able to share this with Teresa this morning, because my kid, I love her, but she's pregnant and hormonal, and she called me first thing this morning. Now, why she has to feel that she's got to call me before she comes here to drop the kids off, I don't understand. You call, knock on the door, whatever, when you get here, and I'll open the door for you. Well, I wasn't rude. She just literally woke me up, and I said to her, are you here? And she said, no, I haven't left the house yet. I said, okay, so why didn't you wait till you got here to call me, or to let me, why didn't you wait till you got here? She said, what for? And I said, well, because I didn't get to bed till 3 o'clock this morning. And you're calling me an hour and 20 minutes before you're actually going to be here. I didn't get all that out before she started screaming at me and hung up on me. So, what happened to me gave me the ability to talk to Teresa and share with her how the Lord put me in the right frame of mind. And by the time my kid got here, because I called her back, I don't let you do that to me. David's on here and he'll tell you, you don't hang up on me. I don't hang up on you, and you ain't going to hang up on me. Now, I will say I am going to hang up. Goodbye. But don't hang up on me. So I called her back, and she's still screaming at me. I said, Rebecca May, I have not at all screamed at you. I am awake now, and I want to know, have the children had breakfast? Because if they haven't, I'm going to get up and have breakfast ready when they get here. Okay, Mom, I'm sorry. Immediately, she starts apologizing. I'm just so hormonal, and she goes off. By the time she got here, we kissed, and it was over with. I never used to cuss. My mouth can be bad now. Yep. My grandmother was given a doll that she loved having when she was near the end of dementia. I was wondering what the backup story was. That is why Sisters' Wives came to mind. I must have missed something. I think she is going back in time. Cindy used to help me with my granddaughter when she was a baby. Aww. That anxiety is overwhelming coming together. My language is bad, but Kathy is right, hard to find devotional time. Yep, I was on overload. Had to shut off everything and have a heart-to-heart with the Lord this morning. Yep, and that's what David can tell you, buddy. I'm going to tell you something. When I go off, You could probably see flames coming out of my head. I didn't get this red hair for nothing. I was this morning. David and David. I told Susan that you were looking for her, and she is on here, and her name now is let me find her. Herb and Bucket Homestead. I told her how you were looking for her and you didn't know what happened to her. You were wondering how she was. Yes, Christie, that is what Kathy reminded me too. Okay, what did I see? Yep. Oh, yep. It sounds like a smooth day I had with my daughter a couple of months ago. Yeah, I need one of those quote times with him always. Something going on. It feels like David saying hi to everybody. Kathy, you read my typos real good. I'm terrible when I blow. Yes, I am too. And I get embarrassed. And then I am so embarrassed that I sometimes don't want to face that person. And I asked my daughter-in-law, because sometimes when I'm frustrated and I need to vent, if I can't get a hold of Teresa, or if I know Teresa's at work and I can't vent to her, I'll call my daughter-in-law and I'll say, I need 5 seconds of your time to vent. And I said, the last time I said, why is it that you treat me different than my girls do? My girls both can be very vicious. And she said, because I'm not your daughter. And I said, wow, those are some big words. I'm not your daughter. Her and I get along so good. And she said, Mom, you would not believe how I treated my mother. I don't treat her that way anymore, but I did for a long time. I treated her just as bad as your girls treat you. And I'm not saying my girls treat me bad all the time. I'm just saying they have their moments where I just want to kick them in the butt. At the end and the beginning of each day, I have chosen to devote to the Lord. Without Him, I would not literally be alive. I owe everything to Him. The least I can do is give Him my time. Yep, I agree with that totally, Shelley. And that's the reason why I don't not. The only thing I do to if I get out of the bed before I'm done reading my Bible is to potty because it can't wait, and I'm not going to mess up my bed. But I take my phone with me and I'm still reading the Bible. That's cute. I've got to where I just walk away. It's too exhausting to fight and yell at people. True. Are you? Oh, David must be talking to Susan, wanting to know if she's still taking moringa. Let's see here. I can go off, but I also wonder why my husband enjoys pushing those buttons so much. Well, Carol, David likes to push those buttons a little bit too, and he gets the rocket going, and he gets tickled, and let's just say he likes pain, because sometimes he can get me going, and I whack the fire out of him. Let's see, because they feel safe being nasty to Mom, because we still keep loving them. Exactly. I love them unconditionally, even though they're being little turds. The feeling over being overwhelmed is what caused me to find solitude. This also applies when my sons argue. Yep. Shelly on the hill. I have had seasons like that, and this season is more like duck and run. Hey, Patty. Friends, we are driving home. Oh, cool. Um, yes, Susan. David's asking you if you're still taking Miranda. So, okay, so this is what I got going. Up, David. This chair is going to put me off in the floor. I can't. I I want to lean back, but I can't lean back. You know what? Maybe if I put that chair back there, yes, now I can. I have to rest my back, so I have to lean back a little bit every once in a while. But okay, so I've got that thing of elderberries that I'm going to take off tonight. I'll probably be up till 1 o'clock taking those off. And I find it very peaceful to sit and pull those off and watch my Westerns. I've been watching Westerns. I've been recording them. They were talking a little bit on Patty and Mac's channel yesterday about TV and stuff like that and movies and stuff. Well, I watch Shiloh and stuff like that, but I record it all on the DVR now, and then I can fast forward all the commercials and I don't have to watch. I'm jealous of all your elderberries. The birds are getting mine. Oh, you ought to look around and see if you got some even off of your property that you can go harvest. Let me tell you, I get the strangest looks. I don't know if I told you guys about the fellow that came up to me. I was telling David, I don't know if I told you guys. The other day, and I don't even remember what day it was. I think it was Saturday, because David was here, and we had been in the bees, and it was after we put the queen in there, and it was late in the afternoon, and I had gone to the store. I was supposed to go over to my girlfriend's, and she didn't need me. So there's a strip over there off the road near Walmart that have elderberries. So I went over there and I picked a few, and then I thought, oh geez, I got David to stay over there to the house longer. If I don't get back to the house and everything, or if I don't call him, he's going to get frustrated with me. So I called him, and we decided to meet at Walmart. So I got a few more minutes in, and I got just a little bit in the bucket thingy that I picked up off the side of the road. I had this Rubbermaid bin tote like thing that I picked up off the side of the road, and it was clean, so I just tossed them in there. And then I talked him into going with me to get some, so we had a pretty good time. He drove the truck while I pulled him. He did get a few that I couldn't get, though. Let's see. I am really glad to talk about this tonight. I know I'm not the only one who blows up. Yes, I know, Christie, and it's hard. It's really, really difficult. And when somebody, I find it, if I blow up enough to, you make me cry, we're in trouble. Because because I know that I'm hurting people whenever I blow up, because
I say nasty things. I get down and dirty, and that's not what God wants me to do. I need to start it back again. Thank you for reminding me, David. Hey, Patty, I am sorry the other time stopping and said I have to go and go to Gills. I should not have dropped another live name in your live. You bad, and I love you and Mac are awesome. No problem. Living the RV local life. Hi, how are you this evening? Everybody made a lot of lives, but popped in to say hello and want to grow elderberries. Curious on how to grow them. Oh, they're so easy. A lot of people root them in water before they put them in there. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't do that. I just cut them and root them right in the dirt and keep the dirt good and wet. They like wet. I used to love making corsages for the elderly at the nursing home near us. Something about late night assembly work is soothing. Yes, it is. Hey, Patty, enjoyed what I got to see of your live with Papa Pepper. I didn't see that one. Oh, if I cry, someone is getting hurt. Yeah, that's the way it is with me, because I'm I'm really not. So that's why I'm saying, if I don't start my day out with the Lord and get my Bible read and pray and get all the people that I love in my prayers, the devil literally will use that whole stinking day to get me off kilter. Hey, Holland and Lily. They have been blessed. They got some canning to do. They got tomatoes today. Sorry I missed it. I didn't watch it. I know you can make a lot of stuff that's good for you. Yes, these elderberries that I picked Saturday and today, I am totally juicing them with my steam juicer. And what's neat about this too, guys, I didn't have any seeds. This is pure juice that came into the jar. I didn't have no seeds, no nothing. So that means I can just right away use it. I'm making jelly with these. Now, I have 4 of these. These are half gallons. 4 of these totally filled. With dehydrated elderberries. And you can use them to make your syrup and stuff. It's so easy. So much easier. But I really am going to start doing a whole lot more of this juicing, because, steam juicing it so that I can make some, make the elderberry syrup stuff. What is it called? I take it every day. It's got turmeric, ginger, what's the little stems that we put in the ham? Brain dead, Kathy. Honey, cinnamon, clove. Clove, that's what I was thinking. And it is divine. My grandkids beg me for it. They love it. Let's see here. People saying, hey. Yes, the devil has had me upset for weeks. I have
turned it over to the Lord. And that's perfect. That's another topic that I want to talk to you guys about. Thank you for saying that. I know that I pray for things. I pray for people over and over again. Like, you guys know that I pray for Heather at the Needy Homestead. Honey, I feel that that's a prayer that needs to be given all the time. I want to lift her up to the Lord, and I want to ask for her peace all the time, because I know that in her day she's running across things that the devil's going to take her peace away from her. So that's a prayer that I pray all the time. Now, I could say, yeah, I could pray that and give it to the Lord and be done with it, not ever pray for her again. But I don't believe that's the way God wants us to do. Now, when I prayed down my last insurance payment, y'all, $500 is a lot of money for me to come up with. I prayed it down and I left it at Lord's feet, and I did not bring it back to him again. And every time I got money in my hand, I said, thank you, Lord. I know you're taking care of me. So some prayers, we need to leave it at the Lord's feet, and we don't need to take it back. You pick that back up again. The Lord's going to say, you don't have faith in me to take care of what you need. So I'm missing a lot. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I can't wait to see everybody too. And I just want to put my arms around Miss Lily and give her a big old hug. Y'all, she's needing our prayers too. She's going through iron infusions, and that's not really easy on the body. So I got 9 more babies. Woohoo! Paul finally found a transmission for his truck, but of course he tore the transmission up in the blazer first. Oh no! My granddaughter used to call elderberry syrup cough berry syrup. Aw! And I'm gonna tell you something. That elderberry syrup, normally I just give the kids like a tablespoon, sometimes 2 tablespoons. But the last few times that they've come up here, Lance has got some little congestion going on in his chest. Well, it was really bad the last time, not today, but the last time he came up. And I gave him a half a shot of elderberry juice. You talking about somebody kicking right up. There it went. It was just awesome. He sounded so much better. I have to run, have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Take care. All right, thanks for coming in, Living RV Loco Life. Hey, Bub, how's it going? I got bit by an ant, guys, and I got a big old whelp on my side of my foot. I already took that little head off of it, but it hurts. The devil will steal all he can. Don't give in. That's right. That's right, Holland. $500 is like $1 million if you don't have it. Yes, because literally I live paycheck to paycheck, and they never meet what I need. But somehow, some way, God provides every single month. My faith is being pushed to the limit, and I have seen his miracles through my life. Well, you're definitely going to be in my prayers even more now, Christie. Living by faith is humbling. God is good all the time. That's right. And sometimes we get frustrated in life. Like, I was a little frustrated the other day driving, and I want to show y'all something. I was like, come on now, what are you guys slowing down for? I was really frustrated. Well, sometimes in life, it could be something like that right there. That semi-truck literally ran over that vehicle, and this right here is all there was left to that vehicle. There was some back wheels from that vehicle behind the semi underneath it. So, even when we're driving and we don't realize why things are happening to us the way they're happening, you got to stop and think, hey, God, what do you got in store for me? Why is this happening? Elderberry flowers make a great cough syrup too. Oh. And I got to tell you, I got 3 things of elderberry flowers. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful flowers today that I'm going to put in the honey that I took out of the beehive the other day. That fell, I didn't take it out. It fell out when we were pulling the cone. A great big chunk of it fell out. So I'm going to squeeze that out and put those elderberry flowers in there. And weed eating for my best friend that has cancer. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Bob, what is your best friend's name? I say his, but it could be a lady, right? That's what Lee just said. Uh-oh, what did Lee say? I'm back, texting Lee. I always try not to get so busy about life that I forget about the one who gives life. True. But it's so easy. It's so easy for things to get away with us. When I first made the decision to crack down and read my Bible before I got out of bed, I would get up and go to the bathroom and forget what I was doing and head for the kitchen to make breakfast. And I'm like, what are you doing, Kathy? You ain't even doing what you're supposed to do. Get on it, girl. And believe me, it changes everything. It changes everything for me. I'm not saying it does that for everybody, but it does for me. If I don't put my head where the Lord wants me in the beginning of the day, I'm totally messed up the rest of the day. That's a huge gift, Bob. I used to mow a neighbor's yard when he had cancer. Aww. Yeah, I am real shy and not a channel. I'm excited to get to meet so many like-minded people at the picnic. Oh, I forgot you told me you were coming. I can't wait to meet you. I'm real nervous, though, and could use prayers that I speak up and socialize. It's kind of hard not to around us people. Right, Holland? Right, Lily? And believe it or not, I used to be very shy, and now I'm a little social butterfly. David just got back from taking it. I just asked the Lord to help me with the pain.
I came on here and you reminded me. Thank you for your answering for Lord and being his messenger. Aw, that's super sweet. That's super, super sweet. Let's see. I can't wait to see everybody. Whoops. Whoops. What is the moment? I did something. I don't know what I'm doing here. I almost deleted somebody. That's what I get for pushing buttons, right? The devil will steal all he can. Don't give in. That's right. I think I read all. Somehow I got way up yonder. I already read all that. Oh, here I am. It just jumped on me. Okay, where was I at? His name is Kenny. Thank you, Bob. I would love to come to the picnic. Maybe the Lord will make a way. That would be super, super cool. Wow, Brenda, I can't imagine you being shy. Lily is doing fine, but it's what I see out of these other folks, and I know how bad it could have been for us. Very thankful God spared my wife. Yes, 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 yes. She is a miracle and answer to prayer, y'all. I'm so blessed to have her as a friend. That would be so awesome, Christie. Y'all are making me cry. Thank you. Aww. I went to school with just passed away yesterday. Oh, a friend I went to school with just passed away yesterday. Wow. For some of us, it is really hard to be social, but this community makes it easy. Sorry, Brenda. Sorry for your loss. Yes, Brenda, I am sorry for your loss. Pray the family is at peace. It's a difficult thing. And I do have an update for those of you who are on my Monday live when I was telling about Michael, one of the boys that my daughter went to school with. He's had his bowel surgery. They mended his bowels, and I believe today they put screws in his pelvic to put it back together again. He was in a severe car accident, and a car hit them head on, I guess, going 100 miles an hour, and he was in a convertible, and the seat belt broke, and it threw him out of the car, which is probably a good thing. And he's doing much, much better. We need to keep Art and Bree Homestead in our prayers. Yes, I was going to bring them up in just a little bit. That the babies make it to 34 weeks. Good prayer is 36 weeks. She's 27 weeks now in the hospital. Yes.
How is Steve doing? Steve is, well, actually, David went to see him, and he was up, sitting on the side of the bed. Now, not all of his faculties are there, and he's already wanting to get out of the nursing home. They moved him from the hospital into a nursing home, so we don't know how that's gonna work. I hope and pray that he stays there and gets the help he needs. We had a prayer chain going last week for her to be able to be at home for her 60th birthday Saturday. She made it home for her birthday, but passed away yesterday. She is home with the Lord now. Aww. The nursing home just called and said my mom has a male CNA tonight and is upset. My sister is going over there. Geez, didn't think of that issue. Oh, I have to tell you, Teresa, that happens to a lot of ladies. My grandmother fell and broke her hip. This was 20-something years ago. It was in 96, I believe. She fell and broke her hip, and might have been 95 or 96. And I was coming from Melbourne every day to help my grandmother and grandfather because my grandfather had leukemia, and he had to have blood transfusions constantly, and just really bad sick. And well, my poor grandmother, she was helping him as much as she could, and she somehow fell, and she laid there for several, I want to say 2 days. And I took one look at her. I said, her legs broke, or her hip is broke. Well, we finally got her to go to the hospital. Come to find out, she had a broken hip and she had to have it replaced. Well, she had never had, I don't think she even had a male doctor examine her. The only man had ever seen her naked was my grandfather. So when the boy took her to the bathroom to go to the bathroom, she was like, "Are you going to leave?" He says, "No, you have to sit down." She says, well, she didn't want to pull up her dress to go to the bathroom. That was her first experience with it. So then when he realized, he was a very good CNA, he realized how modest she was, and he said, "Well, I won't look, but I'll hold on to you, and you can go ahead and sit down, and I will walk away. But if you need any help, you just holler." And from then on, she was okay. Sydney, oh wow. I can imagine. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I had a male nurse, and oh, that was weird. Totally weird. And he had bleached his hair totally white, and it was about that long all over, and he had it spiked out. And I thought, okay, he's a new waiver or something like that. But no, he had wife and kids, and he just liked his hair punked out like that. I'm like, okay. Christie, I assume this one is not good looking. Teresa, he might just talk funny. No talk, no text, no walk, ugh, no Walker Texas Ranger, huh? Wondering if he could dress up as Walker. Y'all are bad. Christie, I used to visit the nursing home and had this little lady always held my hand and talked to me. I didn't know her, but she sure thought she knew me. All right, Holland. I thought of being a nurse, but I don't think I'd fit in that dress. Oh, come on, Bob. You look great in a dress. I'm getting all choked up here now. Y'all can't do that to me. Oh, it's empty. It's empty. Well, it's beginning to get to that time. Do we have any special prayer requests that we haven't mentioned yet? You would just have to shave your legs, bub. Wax them. You don't have the body to fit the box the dress came in. Too funny. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pray, guys, and then we can talk a minute longer, and then I'm going to have to get me something to drink because I'm getting a little choky here. Please pray I can get through this pain and get moving again. Yes, ma'am. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time that we've had today. I pray, Lord, that you continue to use me in people's lives and give them what they need to hear. Lord, let me do it in your strength and not my own. I never want to step on your toes, Lord. And Lord, thank you for all my friends being here. Thank you that I can openly talk about you, Lord, and I don't have to worry about their judgment or their nasty behavior. I thank you, Lord, for all that you do for us, Lord. I thank you that you healed Miss Lily and you brought her home safely. She's a miracle walking, Lord. Thank you that I've made good friends with her and Holland and that they are some super cool people to be friends with, Lord. Same with Teresa, Lord. I lift Teresa up, take that stress away, build that relationship stronger with you, Lord, and I pray, Lord, that everything will work out perfectly in your eyes. I know sometimes we want to take things in our own hands, but Lord, I know that we just need to give it over to you and give it time to be taken care of, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you I don't even know how to address this, Lord, but I pray, Lord, that her mom can be settled and have peace with possibly having to be stuck with a male caregiver. You know, it's not easy, especially when you get older and you're not ever been in that circumstance, Lord. Put a protective hedge over her and don't let any harm come to her while she's in the nursing home, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you bless her and give her peace with all that's going on. I know it's crazy. she's still in that 2-week time, I think, so that she's not able to be out with the other patients. So I know it's even crazier that she would be like thrown with a gentleman coming in to take care of her, Lord. But Lord, I know that your will be done in that situation. And just give her peace, Lord. I want to lift up Art and Bree's babies, Lord. You know, I prayed for them when Bree told me on her live stream, on her channel, that she knew that she was pregnant with twins, and that the baby was not, that they told her that the baby wasn't viable. I just knew, Lord, that your word would not come void. I prayed for that baby. A lot of other people, I've seen gobs and gobs of testimonies of prayers for them, children. Lord, I know you can keep them right where they're safe and sound in her mama's belly. Lord, Bree's a good mama, and she's takes good care of her children, and she's able to carry these children to 36 weeks. I believe, Lord, that they'll be able to come out healthy and not have problems, Lord. Lord, if they have to be born now, let them heal and not have any issues throughout the rest of their life. I know, Lord, this is really, really hard on them. I know it's hard for them to be away from all the other children, and let the other children have peace and love. And I know how much they love these babies already. Bree said that in her video, and I just know, Lord, that you got this. You got them babies in your hand, and you're going to carry them through. Some way, somehow, you'll give them what they need to grow and survive, I pray. And I want to pray for Brenda. Pray that she gets to feeling better, Lord. I lift up all of her whole body from head to toe. Please heal all the pain and help her feel better, Lord. And I want to pray for Carol. You know I always pray for her and all the caregivers and that come in on here. You know it's very, very strong in my heart to pray for people who are caregivers for other people, Lord. And she's got so much health issues. I pray, Lord, that you just give her strength and days without pain, Lord. I also want to lift up Carrie. Lord, please continue to help him in his life and keep showing him the right way to go, Lord. I know he's making changes, and I pray, Lord, that he continues in the right path, Lord. And I want to pray for Bub's friend, Kenny. I pray for peace, if possibly, if he's not too far gone, for healing. I pray for healing, for the cancer to go away. And if it's your will that it's not going away, I pray, Lord, that you bless him and don't give him any pain, and let him go peacefully and not with a lot of stress and carrying on. Let him get all of his life channel in focus, and let him find you if he needs you, Lord. Send the right person to him to minister to him, Lord. And Lord, I pray for Fran. I'm concerned about her. She's been sick lately. I pray, Lord, that you continue to bless her. The same with Sherry. She's healing nicely, from what I understand. And I just pray that you continue to heal her and bring her back. I want to lift up Heather and give her peace and strength to get through, Lord. Her video that she shared making bread for the first time just absolutely brought me to tears and humbled me so much. I just can't imagine going through one day without David. I can't imagine what she's going through all the time without her husband. And I pray, Lord, that you give her strength to get through it and to raise those children in a beautiful, loving Christian home, Lord. And I want to lift up Christie and Cindy, Lord. I know we kind of get tickled about the things that our loved ones are going through when they're in their last stages of life. Cindy is talking about babies and her sisters being pregnant. Lord, thank you that you give them that peace and that blessing. Continue to give her peace and loving times, things to remember that are wonderful and special for her, Lord. She's special, Lord. And Linda, you know how I was touched by her last days and how that you gave her peace and that she showed it through even her hand gestures and the way she talked to you, Lord. Thank you for my friends being on here, Lord, and help us to remember to put you first. Guide us in our words, in our thoughts, in our prayers. Thank you for letting us think about you. Thank you for making me see that I need to see you before I get my day started, Lord. I ask all these things in your name. Amen. Oh, sorry, guys. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, V. I was telling Carol you came over, but I couldn't remember what your name was. Thank you, Christie. I love you, Teresa. For allowing us to all come together in prayer for each other. Oh, Shelley, I said, when I started doing live streams, I said I can't. I have to give God the credit, and I have to be able to use my channel as a ministry. I'm not going to preach at anybody, and I'm not going to throw Bible scriptures and stuff like that at people, but I am going to tell you how I feel about things. And I'm not going to cram the Lord down your throat, but I am going to give you my feelings about the Lord. And praying for other people is special to me, and it makes me feel closer to them. Let me tell you a little story. There was a woman in my life that was coming between me and David, and I was having a hard time with how I felt about her. And I mean, literally, I'm telling you, she was like a thorn in my side all the time. And we would get late night calls and all kinds of stuff, and it just drove me insane. And I started praying for this lady. And I want you to know that I found peace with her, and I still have peace with her. And if I walked up to her on the street today, I could hug her neck and tell her that the Lord loves her, and I do too. So even with the people that I don't care for, I still pray for, and the Lord changes my heart, totally washes that hateful feeling that I have towards people. And believe me, I have them. I have them. So looking forward to seeing y'all at the picnic. So are we, Bob. I can't wait to see. There's so many people that are going to be there this time. I'm so excited. Well, thank you, Susan. I don't know about everyone else, but I feel a great stirring in God's people nowadays. Yes, I agree. I think that this thing that happened, there's times I've noticed in our church. There's times when these horrific things happen in our country, in the world, whatever, like 9/11, like Desert Storm, like this illness that's been passed around, and different things and different stuff. I noticed that a lot of people turn to God at the worst, but I feel this time people are turning to God after the worst is coming. And I don't know if that's because we didn't have church at that time, like sit down in the church. We had 4 months where we didn't have church. I feel like people are coming back to the Lord now, to find out what the Lord wants in their lives. I don't know. I just feel like God's calling all of his people together. I'm sorry. Yes, I did have you crying on your lunch today. I'm sorry. Hang in there, Christie. God's getting us ready. Yes, he is. You probably needed that release, Teresa. Been under a lot. Yes. We have to pray for those who hurt us. Yes. Yes, I did, Christie. You have to. We have to keep each other in prayer. Thank you. Yeah, and that's the hardest thing. My pastor's wife said to me one time in one of her years ago when I was taking her class, she said, you need to stop and think about what you're going to say before you say it, and pray about it before you say it. And I literally made amends with my niece, who is Ashley's sister, who's passed away now, before she died. And that happened because I stopped to think about what she was saying, because she was sending me emails, or I think back then it was MySpace or something like that. It wasn't Facebook. And she says some really hateful stuff. And I stopped immediately. Now, Ashley's mother, her biological mother, was here at that specific date and time. And I said to her, Michelle, we ain't going to answer this right now. We're going to sit here and pray about this. So we prayed about it. And I'm going to tell you something. The Lord had me write back the special note that touched her heart and changed her whole attitude of the way she was talking. And she had texted, or not texted, but maybe she was texting me. I don't know. Her message came across to me 2 or 3 times before I was able to answer her because I was praying. And all I said to her is, I am so very sorry. I would never in a million years want to ever hurt you or leave you or Justin out of anything. And I'm telling you, every single thing changed. Immediately, we were meeting her and we were going to have lunch or dinner or something with her. And it was totally, totally different. So, and these are people that have been really testing my strength in the Lord. I would just put it right out there because it was testing whether or not I should be a nice person or a bad person. So, just saying, I think that the Lord has the right words for us at the right time. And I appreciate you letting me share all that I did. I know I shared a lot more than what I shared with you today, Teresa. Just a little bit that I did share with you this afternoon or this morning totally helped me all day long too. So, good night, Bub. Well, y'all, I think it is getting to that time. What time is it? Oh, it's past time. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. It was awesome. I needed the words you said today so bad. I love you, Teresa. And I'm glad that you took them the way that the Lord meant them for you to have. Because I was so scared to say it. Sometimes it's hard to say to somebody to give it to God or, Anyways, I thank you guys all for being here. You guys have a fabulous night. Sweet dreams. Until I see you again. Possibly tomorrow on... No, maybe. I don't know. Are you going to have a live stream tomorrow, Teresa, or did you decide not to? I think you got something that you're doing, right? A small thing. Hey, Roy. Sorry. Hey, Roy. I don't know. I'm gonna stay on here for a minute and talk to you about my bees. I changed. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, just let me know tomorrow. I went down. That beehive that I told you about was queenless. And in fact, there was no brood in it. There was no eggs laid, no nothing. And it was down to about, I'd say, 300 bees. So I went down to my bee man that I get my queens from and got a queen from him and took one of the things of brood out of that hive, put it in the hive that was lacking the queen that I put the new queen in, and switched both hives. Picked up the hive over there and put it over there, and picked that one up and put it over there. So, do you have any words of wisdom? How long do you think I should wait to get in that hive. I didn't think to ask Charles when to get into it. Hey, Joe, how are you doing, honey? Fixing to get off of here. Do you think I should wait a week or 2 weeks or what before I go back in there? Good night, Susan. Good night, Linda. Good night, everybody that's already said good night. You should make sure they have released her. Okay. So I will go in there in the morning and see if they've released her. My chamomile and lavender tea. Oh, yum, yum. All right. Thanks, Roy. They should have released her because that was Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They should have released her by now, hopefully. And I will say that there is a ton of bees on that hive now that I put her in because, like I said, I moved her. So all the workers that came back in are there. This hive over here, not as many bees. And that's the one that had the queen that was laying she was doing great. It shouldn't take long. Cool. All righty, y'all. I'm going to get off here. Sweet dreams, everybody. Thanks for coming in. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.